Every kitten plays, whether it's a tabby, an ocelot, a lynx, or a lion. A kitten is still a kitten, and playing teaches it how to stalk and catch prey as well as defend itself. Kittens and all true cats are members of the family Felidae, which comes from the Latin word felix, meaning happy. Perhaps it's their tendency to purr, or the fact that kittens spend their hours in unending play that earns them the name happy. Cats depend on their claws to help them survive. They use their claws when pouncing on prey, fighting with an enemy, and climbing up trees. Most cats have retractable claws, which means they can pull their claws in to their paws when they are not using them, and they can extend them out of their paws when needed. Most caniforms cannot perform this amazing feat. Flexible skeletons allow cats to squeeze through difficult passageways or jump down from tall trees. If you toss a dog out of the house, it will likely smack its chin against the ground. If you toss a cat, it will generally land on its feet. Contrary to popular belief, cats don't always land on their feet, nor do they have 9 lives. However, because of their supple body and flexible skeleton, they can survive falls from high places better than any animals. Cats have acute senses. They can see well both during the daytime and at night because their eyes are very sensitive to light. During the day, their pupils contract into tiny little slits, while at night their pupils dilate so wide that the moonlight makes them appear to glow. They also can hear exceptionally well. Their ears turn toward the source of the noise they hear, while they appear to be sound asleep. All cats have coats that give them a hunting advantage. Just as hunters wear camouflage clothing when they enter the forest, wild cats sport camouflage specially suited for the environment which they live. Lions and cougars are buff-colored like the dry, grassy field and savannas in which they roam. A tiger's stripes blend in with the tall jungle grasses, while the lynx, ocelot, cheetah, jaguar, and leopard are spotted and speckled to match the way the sunlight hits the forest floor as it shines through the trees. The snow leopard is white with black spots so it blends in with the snow. Cats have an extra sense organ that few animals share. Can you guess what it is? It's their whiskers. A cat's whiskers are not just hairs. They are amazing sensors that allow the cat to learn about its surroundings even when it is pitch black. A cat's whiskers actually detect tiny changes in the way air moves. A cat's whiskers also tell it whether or not they can fit through an opening. If they can get through the opening without touching the edges with its whiskers, it knows that the rest of the body will fit through as well. Since a cat uses its whiskers so much, you should never, ever, ever, never cut a cat's whiskers. Possessing powerful bodies, sharp teeth, piercing claws, and swift reflexes, cats are quite good at what they do best: hunting. With knife-like molars, they can slice through bones. These silent stalkers deliver a powerful bite with their heavy lower jaws. Sometimes they skulk around scoping out possible prey, and other times they conceal themselves awaiting the next passerby. With the tip of its tail slowly wagging back and forth, a cat lowers its front paws, raises its back legs up, and springs when the unsuspecting mouse or moose happens by. For a wild cat, that's dinner. A domestic cat usually brings its prey to its leader to eat first. That is you. The larger spotted cats are often confused with one another. Though leopards, jaguars and cheetahs have similar markings, there are ways you can tell them apart. Cheetahs are recognized by the black tear stains that go from their eyes to their mouth. A leopard is stockier than a cheetah, with lightly colored fur in the center of its rosette-shaped spots. The jaguar is shorter and even stockier than a leopard, and its rosettes are larger, with small black spots sprinkled within a few of them. Another way you can tell the jaguar and the leopard apart is by where you find them. Unless you are in a zoo, the leopard is found only in Africa and Asia, while the jaguar lives only in the Americas. Leopards can have kittens that are completely black. They are called black panthers, but they are really just black leopards. The black color comes from a chemical called melanin. Black panthers have more melanin in their fur than most leopards. Black panthers actually have leopard spots, but you can only see them if you look closely in the right light. Other cats can have black kittens as well, and they are sometimes called black panthers too. Humans also have melanin, and if you have a dark skin, you have more melanin in your skin than someone with light skin. The family Felidae is usually split into two smaller subfamilies called Felidae and Pantherinae. Subfamily Felidae contains the small cats like the house cat and lynxes, while the Pantherinae contains the roaring cats like lions, tigers, jaguars and leopards. Some zoologists put the cheetah in the subfamily Felidae, but many put the cheetah in its own subfamily called the Ursinanichinae. Ursinanichinae. This name comes from two Greek words that means thorn and claw. Can you make a guess as to what this refers to? Well, cheetahs can't retract their claws. As a result, their claws are a bit like thorns. They always stick out. Enormous, armed and dangerous, the big cats are not afraid of people. In fact, they aren't afraid of anything. These Pantherinae are apex predators. An animal is an apex predator if the other animals around it does not consider it to be their typical prey. Obviously, no animal considers a lion possible prey. Take a look at these pictures. You'll see that it says an apex predator is a predator with no natural predators, like brown bears, lions, saltwater crocodiles, and bald eagles. They are important because they help stabilize the population of species under them, including the plant life, by preventing plant eaters from overbreeding. So the apex predators help maintain a balance. So it's like the apex predators are the homeostasis of the natural world. And there's a little cartoon on the top right, jogging from the perspective of animals. This animal's looking at a human jogging, going, "What are you running from, apex predator? Because nothing can kill you." With a ferocious roar that can be heard for miles, a lion lets an animal know that he is the predator and they are the prey. Of course, a male lion is easier to recognize with his mane and the tuft of fur at the end of his tail. In addition, lions are unlike other cats in many ways. You see, lions form strong, supportive and caring social groups whose members stick together and nurture one another. This is rare among cats. A social group of lions called a pride can have up to 40 or 50 members. The pride does everything together and for each other. Generally, the female lion hunt for the pride, bringing their prey back for everyone. Usually, the males eat first, the females second, and the younger lions last. Each cub is not only cared for by its mother, but also by every other female in the pride. Let's leave Africa now and head east across the Indian Ocean. We'll travel up through the Bay of Bengal and then climb into another jeep to enter the jungles of Southeast Asia. This is where we'll find our next feline to study. The fearsome tiger is several hundred pounds heavier than the lion. Unlike lions, tigers prefer the jungle, where the striped coat enables them to blend in with the strips of light that streak through the forest. Stalking silently, this solitary hunter is able to hide from its prey until just the right moment. When it leaps from a tree or from behind a thicket, the tiger disables its prey with a potent bite. Like all big cats, tigers prefer large prey, which sometimes take an entire week to eat. Tigers are the only animals that can single-handedly attack and bring down a grown Asian elephant. Tigers are immense creatures, weighing as much as 600 pounds and measuring up to 11 feet long. To put that in perspective for you, 600 pounds is 200 kilograms. That's a lot of kgs, 270 basically actually. A man weighs 100 kilograms. I'm not talking about those big boer men, like the average man, okay? Those big boer men probably weigh closer to 150, but that's still half of what a tiger weighs. And 11 feet is double the size of a man. So a tall man is usually 6 feet tall. 7 feet when he's like a basketball player, 11 feet is 3 meters. Okay, so a tiger is massive. And then they are also great swimmers and have been known to stalk prey in rivers. In addition to being great swimmers, tigers are also amazing jumpers. They can easily jump over a fence that is 7 feet high, about 2 meters. Tigers aren't like lions. They don't rove in groups. They are solitary cats living and hunting alone. The only time you'll find two tigers in the same area is when they are fighting, mating, or taking care of their young.
That's all, folks.